Alright, hello everyone. We have some fun shenanigans about to go down. And maybe a little bit of volume adjustment too, taking a look at things. Hopefully everything's good. About to have knife round. Fantastic game of Vertigo. Been waiting to see the boys play this. It's going to be exciting to see how this turns out for them. See, and it looks like we're starting with a pretty standard A ramp play going off, but this time going for a contact strategy for AGF. Just expecting space to be given to them, which it is, allowing them to have all the room to creep up, set for his execute. And basically, it's a very strategic setup, 2 towards mid, being able to quickly rotate towards A if called for. Which with those nades going down, they'll certainly call for it. Just an early fake bait plant, waiting for some HEs to come out. Not going to hear any, just spam shots with the USP, not going to find anyone. And it's a 5-on-5 retake to happen. Rainiel with the smoke and kit for the retake. And already throwing that retake smoke right on the default plant. It's going to put this situation on AGF's territory. And trying to ninja the defuse, but it's denied by Fezzy. Meaning it's up to Vision to try to bait it out. And trying to kill him as he's trying to run away. Not able to find the shots, and now the smoke's dissipated. Has no more bullets to take the shot. Just has to stick it and try to somehow survive, and will be denied by Fezzy. AGF to barely get away with the pistol on the retake. Got 3 Mac 10s, lots of potential for bonus cash, and a full eco coming out for Glitchtech. With a very aggressive mid stack running into the T spawn. Be up to speed to try to survive. Being able to play around positioning. Kinky's able to take away 1 with the P250. Looks like that will be all, as there's just 1 left of Vision, and he'll be bopped on the side by Wex. To see. Handling something else on the side real quick. Apologies. Anyways, looks like the situation, being aware that Glitchtech are now on the buy, AGF are trying to default and wait for Glitchtech to potentially make any aggressive plays to give an opportunity. The work will be some initial mid control, trying to give themselves space to work around. Making sure they keep a hold of ramp. Prince starting to go for info. Could peek right into Speedy here. And will be taken down, caught in the open. And they're using that as a go sign, immediately going into a fast A execute, trying to chuck in smokes. But the one-way gap's been provided. Alex trying to hold towards the boost on the A site. Trying to one-way through there, but Speedy will catch him out. But they haven't had too strong of a side hold, so Vision's still holding from this position to try to retake early. Able to get 1, and they line up for a triple. Rainiel with the follow-up on Fezzy as well from behind. And it's all but nothing left but Sackle in the elevator position. Able to catch one at low HP, catch a dink, and bring Kiki down to 54. Will be up to Rainier to stick the cover the defuse. As it's held by Kinky. Glitchtech are able to fully recover and get the third round. Looks like there's one Galil in play, but otherwise full weapons around the board. Wesk with the op will be the main problem for Glitchtech to deal with if they give openings to it. Need to be very careful about their positions this time around. Need to be very patient and figure out what's going on. Prince with the perfectly timed nade will be able to do a little bit of tagging, but almost gets caught swapping to his weapon. Trying to spam some shots back to tag further. Trades HP almost equally. And about the same amount of control given. Most of the utility getting burnt out for Glitchtech at this point. Meanwhile, almost full sets on everyone from AGF. Might make concern. But a late mid-maul is going to make that presence a little bit more awkward. Fission still focused on holding the angle. See. Going on is they're just waiting for someone to try to peek from info from that B boost, but not finding anything. They have to figure out how to adjust. Both players focus towards this midsection. Looks like they want to go towards B, but Rainio's already prepared for one trying to peek under the rafter, punishing Perkin as he crouches to carefully peek beneath. And now, side player needs to be careful not to get caught out of vision. Crouching and hiding as Alks tries to use utility to stop their initial sight push. And Vision late with these peeks, able to catch two, and even the third of the Opper, as Alks takes the sole remaining player left on the bomb site itself. And Glitchtech even out 2-2 with multiple stolen weapons and an AWP upgrade for free. As well as the money being taken out of AGF's pockets. Left with just an eco. But the plan is a B contact play. It's been able to catch one with a Tech 9, but all the utility and fast rotations with the decent mid presence has rewarded them with the third round. Not feeling that same pressure to have to heavily stack A as with other teams currently. Trusting in the retakes instead. Moves. He's trying to throw a harassment nade through the smoke, but one will find direct contact onto Fezzi on mid, bringing him down to 53, forcing him on a more passive angle now. With that strong mid control gained, and with the failure and pressure noticed on B, they're going to likely feel inclined to go A once again. Certainly designed in almost a retake style, just Alks alone with a singular AK. Dedicated inside the site. As the bomb carrier slowly creeps up, some utility to clear starts being used. Alks slightly short on the nade throw. Throws a molly to try to hold them back and delay. Allows a rotation of one of Kinky. Try to come to the elevator room. Give support. Considered it's a fake though. It's going to rotate back, staying in the B connector. Playing for rotates after, and as the XU comes in from AGF, they don't want anyone from Glitchtech to be caught out, so we're trying to play a safe position collectively. Sackle's trying to go aggressive, finding this early pick, and able to find it, keeping most of his HP. Multiple players tagged up on AGF, but that bombs down in their favor. It's a 4-on-5 to get this retake done. Still one smoke left, Rainier to throw it for the retake. Now, and a handful of flashbangs, so they can flash their way out of this. They have someone chuck anything deep elevator. Well, those flashes are mostly focused towards elevator. Shots are blindly thrown, and there's no way to make more noise to keep them off of the defuse. And it's Sackle just with 8 HP, and he's gonna knife Rania preemptively before he gets on the defuse and able to steal it away. Last two players with just 15 HP. AGF to able to barely steal away the round. K's up to Aux. And it looks like they're now mixing it up, going for a 3-stack ramp, going aggressive, deep smoke, fighting for that control of it. Vision trying to be carefully holding behind the sandbag so we don't get pre-fired, but holding the tight side of that lower ramp box. Case wait for a peek, and it's a double op set up 2 now with Prince, and with that A control held, they've been able to creep up and hold B now as well. Kinky hiding below the T stairs, as well as an op to support. And this full map's under their control. Aux with that first contact on A. Able to find the first. Have to carefully strafe around. Won't be able to find a second. As Wex takes down Vision and his AWP on A. And an awkward gap through the smoke. Speedy's able to catch Kinky trying to lurk immediately behind. Making it now an awkward 2v4 situation. Looks like they're still planning to gamble towards A. But Rania still set up right here on the side. Planning to creep up forward, but with mid-info being held by Prince, that molly will be enough to stop any lurk or flanks behind. Flashbang bait will be enough to keep them leaning towards this A site. Perkin will have contact with Rania in just a second. Needs to be ready for it. Prepares perfectly, crouches and wins the duel. Now it's up to Prince to just try to save this AWP and forfeit the 7th to AGF. Let time tick down some more. Prince is trying to go a little bit aggressive. Or which direction they are going. But instead we'll hear them dropping right behind him. Won't be able to react and will fail to save the AWP. Only one will be taken back for AGF. Not try to take a second away from them. At least just yet. Very default split setup. Not necessarily focused on the ramp controller anywhere specifically. Trying to get some information on B, but it's a gamble pistol stack. Slowly creeping down this A ramp behind a smoke. And ready to run through it with that pop flash running through. All these pistols running out, and this molly's awkwardly thrown. They have to smoke it off. Make sure they don't burn away their own opper. But it looks like they've been able to hold this aggressive push play on the eco from Glitchtech. Prepared in a good position to get a 5th. Try to keep an eye out for the stream issues. Prince, the last one left with the Deagle. Could get an exit and steal away a weapon, as they're certainly going to hunt for him. But timing's going to be important here, and he's able to catch Speedy. Just a perfect moment. Able to hear the running around and react to it. Which means he's going to set up the Perkin here and have the sound info given to him. Knows there's another one. But could leave his back exposed to Fezzi in just a second. And will be walking right into it without any ability to react. But we'll at least give a little bit of damage to the T's before being taken down. The next body coming in for Glitchtech. No head armor, which won't matter in this situation. But one weaker from Mawson, slightly lower in the utility. And it looks like it's a B rush being played for. Already info given, and a heavy nade will tag down multiple of the players. Kinky holding close, getting ready for them running into the site. Hiding in the smoke perfectly to dash around. Rainier and Kinky with one each. They're trying to run into the site, but they've obtained no control. Just rushing to their doom. Wex trying to recover this. Been able to get one and a second with AWP. Trying to find a third in close quarters, but it'll be Kinky to creep up and take that op out finally. Meaning Fezzi's now left in a 1v2. Rainier down with just 8 HP now. It's dangerous. Fezzi's concerned with a lurker. But just Rainier and Aux holding the same angle together, waiting for him to cross their line. Carefully peek out. He's able to flick and take Rainier down with a single shot, but Aux will quickly respond with the takedown. And Glitchtech with 4, keeping a very even score on a T-sided map of Vertigo. Or at least usually T-sided, depends on the team. But with all that damage, it's going to be 3 MP9s, a MAC-10 for Perkin, and a few struggles all around the board. And with this weaker weaponry, they're wanting to go aggressive, trying to find opportunities to use it. And it works perfectly for Aux to spray down 3. Knows there's more here towards side. Be up to Kinky to take the 4th. Loss of Fez will get sprayed down from Prince, just running and just letting every bullet go everywhere through the smoke until it finds its target. With that utter chaos, scorelines evened. M4, a single M4 with stolen AKs all around for Glitchtech. Being held by Fission, a little bit of reserve cash. AGF's forced into a mixed buy situation. A couple players can get pistols or maybe toss some around to help out for the eco. But it's certainly a mess to work with. Top of that is failed 2 full rushes in a row. Maybe need to go back to a slow pace. Need to try to find a way to adjust. As things are not panning out for them here at the moment. Wait. Trying to find some early contact and control towards this B site this time around. But we'll not be finding anyone just yet. Try to re-smoke and keep the pressure of that lower B stairs ramp. To make sure it is held. And just planning to go for an A retake once again. Space being given for these Deagles to make work. Though it is just 2 of them. Might still have the space to get a bomb plant down, which would be a win of itself. Enough room to work with. Able to see the peek out of one of the weapons, and it's enough for a reaction to immediately come out. Vision chucking a molly and denying the plant. Bomb left in the open. Trying to go and frag them as they go into the site at just the right moment. Bomb plant being fake, but just now stuck. They might still get it down anyways. In an awkward position, Nade will finish him off, leaving just Perkin and Speedy left. And now just Perkin will try and run back through smoke, able to take one with him of Aux. Will be Fission and Kinky to live on with the defuse, and Glitchtech taking the lead 6-5. Looks like the plan, some early mid and B control this time around. Trying to align for the pre-fire shot, but Prince is able to react first. Apparently there wasn't someone on the angle, but Sacco with a very quick flick onto Fission with the dry peek before Fission's able to react with the flick. But Fezzi, as he throws this volley, will get caught out with utility in hand as well as fully blind. Now it's going to force some pressure to start pushing up the ramp. But not before a nade to punish it, bring Sackle down to 60. They already know they're leaning towards this A site once again. It's a 4-on-3. Glitchtech, they've been able to have the space to take over the site. Sackle lurking once again to catch one. Making even 3-on-3, but nothing to deal with the molly on the default plant. Can just throw one of their own in response at the boost position. trying to smoke off the same angle for vision and re-go for that default plant. No HEs to punish, but double smokes for this retake. Positioning will be very important, as Sackle towards the sandbags will have impact as he's now left alone. Has to go for a full ace clutch. Has whipped now to the AWP. He's been able to see one through the smoke. He's on the AK, but spraying towards the wrong spot. Not able to take down Kinky and denied the ace clutch. Glitchtech up 7-5. Looking to run away with the rest of this half. Some more time for weapons to be picked up. And it looks like it's a fight for this A control. 4 players stacked up towards ramp, trying to fight, nade, and hold back from the utility. But it's mid being pushed by multiple players on AGF on this full buy. And it turns into a mid to B split. But the gap seen, carefully jumping on the fence to catch one out early. They know this B site's been lost, but already have the man advantage. This B site far more friendly to retake. As long as they get this mid control that Wex has denied. Going for a long rotate through T-spawn now after getting that single pick. Trying to hold from B, making them have to worry about mid. Just have to peek out at the right time and trade off of each other. Speedy up close with this Mac 10 can just have a field day. Almost getting 3. And Reyna, last one left at 17 HP. Fezzy will close him out. AGF to get a 6th. With the perfect timing on the Mac 10 to catch Glitchtech by surprise, spraying almost 3 entire players down. Decent amount of rounds going to the CT side, guaranteed at this point. But it's enough to even the scoreboard. Score will be split 7-8 unless Glitchtech can make a miracle happen and steal away this round. Already a little bit of equal ground with the tagging. Deep position on the B stairs found by Kinky, but given up. Serenia decides to hold and throw a mid smoke. It's given room for Fezzy, but Vision will be the first one to creep up and lands the flick directly onto Fezzy. Vision with that first pick, and that's now a stolen AK and a 5v4 advantage. And with it potentially second almost, Sackle down with just 13 points of HP now. 2 tags coming in and tons of CTs just creeping around the site. Molly could force them into the side position. Looks like they found the perfect space to hold around it. 3 players grouped up together. Don't line up. Could spell trouble. Another one's tagged now. Rainio find the first. Prince to follow up and get the second. Here's the Opper. Tries to jump peek him as Sackle comes from the side. And now it's Vision left. But Sackle with a quick flick onto his head. Vision will be denied the 1v2 clutch opportunity. Being even 7-7 as we go to the last round. Wait, they're able to get the A control. Glitchtech forced to respect it. Still have to force once again due to the buy in the previous. Trying to give them space this time around. A bit more of a default setup. Not the same sort of risk being taken. With that being the case, be up to Vision to find the perfect lurk timing. Wex just holding utility out. Top mid, and that means there's been an op stolen away. Prince getting tagged and spammed down through the smoke. Alex will get the revenge for him despite the just having the hand cannon. Able to pick up the op back in response. Or the AUG, rather. It's Vision with the op. Trying to boost and peek over the smoke to find that opportunity. Waiting for someone to peek from ramp. Carefully doing right click run smoke. get that bomb covered and creep on up. Find info of a player and get the flick immediately onto Sackle. Getting blind, Alex will hold down the spray. Everyone eliminated on that T side. And miraculously, despite still having the same weak weaponry, Glitchtech able to take away the half 8-7 and have the lead going to the swap to the T side. We'll just have to wait for them to return. Just wait a second. For all of that to be resolved. For them to be ready to go with this second half, things being as intense as possible. Looks like you're still messing around. Hopefully everyone's having a good time so far. If anything's to go by, if it's anything like Inferno, Glitchtech Voice might just be absurd and start running over AGF now with this T side. Then again, never know. First time actually getting to see them do this, at least for me. Be hard to truly know for sure.
Kept you company, gave until I couldn't breathe. Just holding on to you was like holding on to smoke. You're drifting through my fingers every time I think I'm getting closer. I go, you know it all. How I gave you what I had, I gave it all, but you let me fall.
Oh, had to spend a second to make sure I had the right button. But we're good to go, back in live. Only took a little bit longer. And with this is AGF. One player alone towards mid, able to crouch and have that off angle to catch Rainia early. Making it an early 4-on-5. P250 and utility on Vision. If they wish to go for this A execute. Kiki's able to find the timing. Sakul got greedy and aggressive. Got caught looking the wrong way. Giving the space with the 4v4 situation. Try to get the info if there's any early utility use. And Vision with a clean one tap onto Perkin. But as the defuse is being stuck, no one's finding it, and they're only shooting with guns, so they're not able to find it versus the knife. And the defuse is somehow stolen away by AGF, tragically. Just wait and find out. So the plan is just to creep up on A, force everything they can after the bomb plant. But Perkins going to be able to catch the timing, trade the damage of Fission. Prince is able to find one. Perkins with the rest of his mag. No, just a few rounds, able to find that key headshot. But Alex is aware he's still stuck here, not able to escape, bringing it to an even 3-on-3 situation. And with it, Ranya's been able to find a lurking pick with the Deagle as Alex just straight up took a duel with Fezzi and won it. Individual prowess shining. The other two players are mid. Alex will soon have contact with the last MP9. So he needs to be careful, because even if he wins the duel, could give the information, give up this B site, which now has been given away as they run this way. Tim to make sure he picks up that AK, and it's awkwardly dropped position. See, as he has to try to find some way back into this, but really he's just looking for an exit at this point. Rainier is still holding on to the Deagle as he has no armor for the spray. Speedy going to be just saving the AK, taking it into the next round as Glitchtech's immediately responded to maintain the lead 9-8. Be very important to see how these duels continue. See if AGF tries to respond with the force of their own, or if they get punished for it. Because it could allow Glitchtech to run away with the second half. Start buying up. Looks like they're leaning towards a force play coming in. Heavy risk investment. But trying to keep up the contest. Keep on fighting just with the weaker weaponry. Well, a few rounds stolen themselves. And getting Sackle set up for the wall boost on A. Peek on over. Wex just holding a tight angle on mid and able to get the double deeg. Second shot hitting perfectly above into the head of Vision through the box. Tragically so. So 4 and 5, but a lot more mid space being given now. But not really being taken. Stacked up mostly towards lower, just Rainya alone towards the elevator room. On the T side of it, waiting to see if anyone pushes up. Which will be Wex, hard clearing it and getting a second in the round. Single-handedly making this now a 3-on-5 situation. Situation becomes more problematic. And they're setting up the boost so Prince can peek with an off angle. And get jumped onto the site. Molly's a little bit short, so the smoke will deny it. Prince is able to find one, but there's already tons of people here on the site. Perkins aware of their positions, able to clear out 2, leaving 1 remaining with Alex. Trying to look for him. Able to hear the utility, find the first, and have enough room around the box to play with. But only 19 seconds, has to stick a plan. Being willing to do so without faking it gives him the room to play. He's able to find the first, looks away from the second, not able to land the flick, almost getting the clutch. And with that, AGF to immediately trade around right back, but only with 1 weapon survived. And with that bomb plant and a little bit of reserve cash, likely to see another force to keep up the chaos. See, as it looks like timeout being called. Certainly no Glitchtech are purchasing up, but AGF need to figure out how they want to manage their money correctly, other than they are purchasing up as well, of course, after the win. 2 Deagles, 3 AKs. Perfectly everything needed to get around. could indeed see it go to a crazy, almost even silly overtime situation. Though too early to say. Vision with the early off angle with Alex able to work together to take down Wex. Alex alive with barely 1 HP. All it's needed to keep on breathing. Have a stolen away weapon as well. Vision to take that next contact. Able to catch the first. Alex with just 1 HP. Not really able to go aggressive, but with Rania being the one to take it away, able to take that next one and be at 37. And Prince already ready for the shoulder peek around the corner on that tight box angle. And even Kinky set up for a lurked B play, crouching behind the fence rafter and spawn. Don't believe there's too much for Speedy left to do at this point. Able to try to find duel. He's able to find one, but already brought down to half HP. Gamble rotating to the same B site. But trying to peek through, using utility to make sure he's forced out of this and has to go for the save now. We'll have to see what's going on. It's a 3-on-1 situation. Looks like he'll be going for the save. Just a second. What's up? Simon? Next 30 minutes to an hour. Just see his time's ticking. Looks like he isn't necessarily going for the exits. I'm not sure if Alex will get away. Bomb site radius is very generous, but 1 HP is as low as you can get. But T-Spawn is, in fact, completely safe, so he'll be fine. Able to keep that FAMAS over, conserve some cash. Will be good enough. Look here. Looks like it's another force for AGF. Things have been very close the whole way through, but all it takes is to fail once and it becomes a tragedy. Keeping on the fight. See if Ezzy's just trying to play the gimmick sandbags position. As things have slowed down for both sides. Don't want to be the first one to lose a man. Have the disadvantage. Potentially have things start to fall apart on them. So everyone's holding their line. So it'll be instead Fezzy to be able to get a trade on Prince. Has to immediately smoke off his position. Be able to keep being there. Looks like that AK might be given up, and they're going for a B rotate. Main rifle on Speedy. Be able to take this first contact with them. And they have enough info now to go towards this B site. Might not be just in time, but Speedy will delay it enough for this to happen. Two players line up, getting tagged to 60. 3-on-4 situation, but site in full control of Glitchtech. And Rania willing to go aggressive. Wants to try to take a risk here to steal away the round. And it's able to find the gap and take away the first. 2 more sound cues away. Kinky taking engagements towards CT. Able to take down one and a second. Not able to tap away the third. But Svezzy left in a 1v2. Doesn't have a smoke for this bomb. Both players holding in a crossfire safe positions. And he's not able to duel with either of them. Just has to go aggressive and get what he can, and will get neither of them. Denied by Vision. And Glitchtech up 11-9, and only 2k left on the AGF players. See, as Perkins been able to take one down with the USP after Kinky obtained it, but mollied off in the stack and with the information. All of them running towards the A bomb site. Of course, and trying to cut off these exits, but Perkin to take the first contact with stolen AK makes there a second. Aim punched is not enough. Perkin able to find a third now. Looks like they're going to try to go for another ace clutch, possibly. Style Sirkin, but Prince has been able to lurk from the side here. Deny all three of them, spraying them one by one in the back. It's being thrown out. Let's see. We wait. Wex is holding. Fezzy doing default bomb site hold, but they have two on this mid hold. Set up properly, they could peek themselves right into this op, but the first shot misses as Alk tries to go for a lineup smoke. Opportunity missed. It's now left on a 4-on-4. Kinky willing to push through smokes. Fezzy right around the corner, trying to find contact. That little sandbag cutout, giving him the room to hide, but still lose the duel. But Rainier will be able to find one. Still aware of Fezzy and able to avoid the player behind him as his teammates take him out on the B site. Meaning Perkins left in a 1v3. Prince down to 4 HP and already taken out Rainier. Meaning Vision has to help out and deny it from becoming a 1v1 situation. And Glitchtech's now up 13-9, running away with it. See, Wex already getting tagged down early, trying to get an early pick mid once again. And Sackle able to get towards the ramp, but Fission will take him out before a deep shot's able to come on out. Prince quickly responding with Fezzy as well, also clearing out the sandbags. And these Deagles are being taken out one by one. Glitchtech destined to get their 14th, just riding themselves a position to take down AGF round by round. I'll have to see as Vision's going aggressive early and catches Speedy with the nade out just the right time. And the situation becomes even worse. Op's able to rotate, but Vision with the flick right onto the B connector. The three players are desperately rotating, but Perkins on fire, getting thrown off the position. Sackle's able to get the smoke in his favor to take out Vision finally. But it's still a 4-on-3 and another volley towards the connector to deny this retake. They might be forced to save and play against 15 to somehow get 6 CT rounds in a row. Disaster's only becoming just worse and worse and worse by the second. With that, 3 players left to save. A little bit off. Vision able to pick up an op once again easily with the 12k. AGF able to toss around weapons, have a decent buy situation going forward. to see as Vision takes that early first contact. Sackle trying to drop down, but Alex taking the second engagement. Suddenly it's a 3-on-5. Fezzy able to look away from the flashbang, but there's a second one that comes on in. Lost in the chaos. Players everywhere. Able to take down 2, but Prince able to take him down. And now it's a 3-on-1. Speedy with the 1v3 clutch to stay in the match. And Prince is just running away with the bomb. Rainia already has mid control. B already taken. And it'll be literal hell for him to get this. Might not even be prepared for Rainia. Just waiting for him to run into him. Just waiting for the surprise. Taking him out. Glitchtech to win 16-9. And it is an easy blowout streak.